Voila, this is Nadia. I would like to speak to you about COVID. I know COVID dominates the whole world out there, and you can't really speak about it if you don't experience it yourself. Now, different people experience it in a different way. So, how did I experience it? Right? It was first like when you're pregnant for the first couple of months, you get that morning sickness and stuff like that, right? They continued the nausea, the headaches, the sore eyes. But then, and I thought, no, man, you can't be pregnant then. The stomach start to run. Whatever you eat comes out. Then a twisting and a turning. Then the aching body. Then the clogging up of the throat. Then I took some antibiotics that I drink 3 times a day to clear away the mucus. Then it comes like the smell goes, taste goes. I know you don't want to eat, but you have to force yourself to eat those 3 meals. You have to force yourself to wash your hands regularly. Keep yourself clean. The question is this my time? What I mean by that is this my last days on earth? Now people think COVID, yeah, death wish. We don't know what God has got in store. We don't know what His plans are. But for me, like I say, if it's my time, it's my time. It's something we cannot fight against. We cannot prevent. If it happens, it happens. Now, I always spoke about COVID. COVID is something that is very conniving. It is like a parasite. It's looking for a host that is compatible where it can breathe. Right? And it's so gapping me. Reason being is because I recently got diagnosed with the sugar diabetes. So there is already a flow in my system. That is what I believe. And that is what I know. So with this, I don't cough often. It is the funniest thing. For 2 days, I was orientated. What I mean by orientation is, it's like your head is in a cloud, like somebody, look, don't get me wrong, I never smoke weed or whatever. So I wouldn't know what it feels like, or high in the sky or whatever. But that is how I felt for 2 days. It's like your body is doing what it must, but you know for a fact something is wrong, because this feeling you never had before and you will never experience again. It is unphenomenal. It is something that you cannot describe. It is something that takes your whole body over. So that is the nicest thing of it all is keep positive. I know it's not easy. You might think, yeah, I'm not ready yet to go. Yes, definitely I'm not ready to go. I know you look at my list that I've made. I told you the list, important list, right? But things happen in life that throw you off guard. And we all have regrets. And we all have things that we want to accomplish. And when something like this happens, you ask yourself, is this my last? This is where your stomach works constantly when you eat. And your intestines, you can feel here by your throat down, your pipe. You feel there is definitely movement there and nausea there. The nausea you will have most definitely. Like I was diagnosed yesterday. They phoned me today. They told me I'm positive for COVID. Now the kind of person I am, I'm very active and all that. Would have thought, oh man, it cannot be. Maybe it's just the flu, or maybe I'm just tired. But You can sleep now the whole night and you do something, and then suddenly it's like you're so awake for maybe just for half an hour, and then suddenly you can find yourself sleeping again, like an ongoing sleep. It doesn't get finished, but you even get, how can I say, annoyed with yourself with the tiring of sleep. And then all sorts of things go through your head about the finance that is not right. You don't have money, you must do this, you must do that. You think about, because you were like tower, like for everybody, and this could be my last. And please believe me, it is what going through our minds. And it's not for us to decide what God says. I had TB also, yes. I had a full treatment for TB, right? And with that, in actual fact, when you look at it, no, if you look at life, it's such a gift. Some people got it, and some just don't have it. And some people got it and don't know what to do with it. And some people don't have it, that want it, and cannot get it. But the fact remains that I am now isolated in my room, right? I've got the TV going, I drink my lemon juice, wash my hands frequently. I eat my food, but not all of it. Okay, it will take time, but I'm still eating, right? Then the question comes, what is it that I wanted to do still in my lifetime? Where comes the motivation from? Where is the struggle that you had? Now you say how blessed you are. When I was 16 years old, I lived in Eden Park, and a riot broke out between the police and public members. And between my seat, I was sitting in the back, I always sit in the back. There was a bullet between my spine. It was an AK-47 bullet, you know that big bullets. And wasn't it for that spring, it would have separated my spine. I called it lucky. Ever since that day, I knew that I was special. God had favored me. And there's so many things that happened throughout my life. I should have been dead a long time ago. People, it's not being paranoid. I was for 2 days paranoid. I'm walking like a zombie for 2 days. My head is in the clouds like somebody that is on a substance something in which I'm not. And it can take you over, and it can make you rude. It can make you things that you're not. But if you think about yourself and who you are, you can regain yourself. And I know we stress and we panic. Don't stress, don't panic. Just think about the positive things in life and what you still want to do. And I know there is good Samaritans in this world. They can help. They can lend that hand to let others go and flow because they've been blessed already. And just sometimes we don't see the luck or the gift that God gives us, you know. Like my daughter Rachel, very sick. Healthy baby, she was born a healthy baby. And then after a couple of months, she just got severely sick. Didn't want to eat. I was really gonna lose her. And God showed me on this lake where I live, sunflower field, which is running there. I knew she was gonna be fine. So people say there isn't a God. I'm telling you now, He exists. Yeah, we don't acknowledge Him. We don't think about Him. We wanna call Him when it goes difficult and tough. No, He actually lives in our heart, and He's been so heartbroken because of the things that we do, things that we say, you know, and we just want our things our way. So now the question is, why are we granted life if we cannot lead our lives? Why is there a resistance? Why is there a hold back on things? Right? I'm saying and I'm saying it again. I know from first experience. Who am I? I'm Nadia, Catherine Solomon's Booth. And I know there's a God. He lives in my heart. He opened doors for me. Life is hard. People, you don't know what hard is. I have lived. They talk about slavery. Slavery is a thing that happened centuries ago, but I experienced it in my own life. Merely by working hard, getting the things that you want in life, the legal way. And then you ask yourself, sure, I'm doing these things, but I'm still not getting where I must be. Why? Maybe I'm just supposed to be a subject all my life and never reach my sin. Okay, I'm gonna say the word again. Sinisikwa. Okay, my mouth is a little bit dry, but I do drink my lemon juice, lemon with water. In life throws you curveballs. Like with this COVID now, it's like it hits your legs underneath your body, like out completely. You don't know if you can walk again, can you stand again? What is the next step? Yeah, you're hot and you feel it and you feel uncomfortable. You don't feel yourself and you want yourself back. And like me that knows my body, I told the doctor, I can understand the doctor. I have water. Because when I sit on my feet, there's a big hole there for a very long time. I don't get water tablets for that. My blood is thick and cloggy because when they want to throw blood out by me, they hurt me severely before they get a little bit of something out. That needs to be addressed. Then I've had a womb problem. I got it so bad, that I need surgery for that. Who knows, maybe I have a cyst on my womb that grew with time. Maybe I got, what they say, the stones, what they call it, stones. You get. Maybe my water, my body's pushing over my heart and I don't know it. Because I am a solid person if you don't know that. All these questions I'm asking myself, and yet I have full medical, and these things cannot be determined. I would like to know what is happening in my body. I would like to have a diagnosis right now. I'm nearing 50 years old. I can't keep on being on painkillers all my life long. Things is worsening in my body, this I can tell you because I feel it. I need a solution. Then I saw one day this bed that you lay on. It scans your whole body from top to bottom. And then I tell them about my toe. It feels like my bone is going downwards. My feet aches and pain. Either one. My right hand side is crooked. I got spasm. I got inflammation. Things that should be addressed means I can live a normal life, like a normal human being. You know. And yes, I know I'm overweight. There's people that is triple my size and doesn't have none of the conditions that I have. And I've just accepted it and I moved on because what can you do? My goal for 2021, if God grants me, alright, God, my family, my daughter is having a matric. I need a dress and a car for her, and I'm gonna work towards it. And I wish somebody will come forward to me and help me to get a food bank started, because we can reach so many people. I've got so many ideas. I've got that kind of brain that is made for situations. I don't need to study for it. It just comes automatically. That is what I have. I can see a situation and I would know exactly what to do. That is me. Now with this COVID, remember your stomach might work, but let it work. And then I also bought Smactor. It's easy to remember. Like somebody give you a smack, a balloon white packet. I drank 2 of those packets, and normally, if my stomach is not right and I drink one, then I will be sorted. But I had to drink 2, and I knew something is wrong. This is not my body. I mean, by now you should know yourself, isn't it? What you are like, or those things, and how you feel. But the most important thing is that everybody's experiencing this thing in a different way. And the most important thing is to keep your airway open. And there is tablets that can break down mucus and stuff like that. Buy it, use it. Keep the airflow happening, open, and isolate yourself. Please don't go to people and infect them as well. Think about your life and other people's lives. Save lives instead of taking lives. I don't know what my outcome will be, right? But all I ever wanted to do in all my life is work for my family, give them the best. Like I knew God said I can, but I just never got to that part. And I'm so scared because my time is running out. You see now, a pain again in my hand. And it's not nice. You must be sick or something, but you still try your best. Still try to do something for your family. And although you think that you mess it all up and you made a mess of things, the only goal was to run on the thoughts that God gave you, to be in charge, in control, and do the right thing in life. Don't be that person that knows something is wrong. Keep quiet. Don't be that person that think that nobody will know. People will know. Speak about your life. Speak out. Reach people. Talk to people. People will laugh at you. People will make fun of you. People will do whatever they can do because they are people. But you know who you are. And you know what you want. So people, let's go over there. It does give you pain. But because I'm so used to pain, it doesn't even bother me anymore. It does give you headaches. It does mess with your eyes. Definitely. Right. Mess with your feet. But at the end of the day, it's how you embrace positivity and what you've been through. Love yourself for yourself. It's so easy to speak about these things. But really, do we do it? COVID is something not to be played with, people. I can speak from experience. Where all the symptoms they say, they describe it, you must have this and have that. Well, for me, it's nausea. My stomach works. My throat was sore. Further on, I was sleeping a lot and I couldn't know why. Till the day before they tested me, and today they phoned me to tell me I'm positive for COVID. So COVID is a thing that is very sly. It can attack you whenever, and you wouldn't even know you have it. Right? But do yourself a favor. Isolate yourself. Drink lots of fluids. That lemon juice is important. And please eat. You must eat. And thank your loved ones for doing that for you. Helping you. Like when I came home today, my room was made. Bed is made. My food is on my bed. My clothes and everything is ready. Also, that tells me I've been a swell mother, And the only thing that I couldn't give my family is the things that they deserve, which I'm very sad about. So if this is the last time, maybe I'm gonna speak. Adam is my son, and I'm still waiting on a rock to come for him. Yeah, probably in my dreams. Casey is a beautiful person, and she actually should be a queen. Yes, or get married to a prince, because she and her kind doesn't exist on this earth. She's special. Raichi? Raichi is my princess. And she has, for as long as I've known her, been a tough cookie, no matter what. And as is my husband, yeah. Life hasn't been easy, but the only thing that I must believe is that he loves me. And that's good enough for me, no matter what. We stick together. And I want to tell my children, at everything. At 4 o'clock I used to wake up in the morning, try to make a living, helping my husband. It was all for you, not for me. And I know what I leave behind will be a legacy for you forever. Because my mother raised me right. My father left. And she stuck her bones out for us to the end. So, whatever. Because you know I'm stubborn, which I am. I will not leave you or forsake you. And even if God decides I must go, I will always watch over you. There's something they can't take away from me. Like they say, you must go into the light. I will not go into the light. Because I want to be by you. Hug you, look at you, see what you're doing. That is a mother. They will get married, they will graduate. And everything of the best. Knowing that I couldn't give you with material things as I wished I could. So ever since 23 years ago, my aim was to better this family's life. And I think I hopelessly probably messed up. Trying to get things. Because if you look at it, the desires of the heart, this is all things that God made. All things that is in your heart will stay there. You must go for the best in life. Because you can. Do not let opportunities slip you by. Because it only comes once in a lifetime. There's so many things I want to do with my life. There's so many. I want to learn to swim. I want to just once. They say my winker is just tectonicas, you know. It's just a dream. Tour the world. Basically, I want a new house. I want to live like I don't have to worry what the next day will bring. You know, struggle for this and struggle for that. And yet, I'm blessed knowing that God took out time to look at me and gave me a chance. And you gave me several chances. And I know what you want from me, God. and I never wanted to accept it. I know what you want from me. I know you made me to lead people. That is what you want from me. Therefore, I always ask you, give me enough to settle my family. And I will pay attention to what I have to do for you. But you said no. You wanted me from the start to do your will. Because I am the one that knows that you're alive. I am the one that knows you live in my heart. I am the one that knows there's angels, that knows bad things can happen, that knows good can happen. And you always have given me, throughout my life, the right to speak to other people and enhance their lives. I've always have been where I could never improve mine because I was put there to enhance others. And I've done it all my life long. So you actually want me, because I've tried my way, and you did say I must leave everything in your hands, and it will be added onto you. Now, the kind of person I've been for all my life, I've always depended on myself, because we all know that life is a letdown. People is a letdown. We know this. And I know, God, that you made me to stand in front of crowds and speak about you. Check in. I am born for this. I was under the impression that my life was given to me to live my life. It is not. My life is given so that I can talk about the miracles you do in people's lives. Therefore, if something happens, I know exactly what to do next. It isn't always right every time, but most of the time it's right. And yet we think we live for a long time, but we don't. There is a certain time for everything, a certain season, or if you take a clock, a certain time it ticks away, shortens your life. And yes, I can speak to a lot of people. Yes, I can encourage people. Yes, I know. I've got the tongue, I've got the power to do that. But God, it is time that you lift me up. Whatever decision you want to make, just remember, you know my heart. You know what I want. I just want to settle my family comfortably. I don't have a problem when people come to me and say, can you do a motivational speech for somebody or a crowd of people? I don't have a problem. Therefore, I'm making my videos on YouTube to reach people out there. It is never too late. It is late when you didn't make a start. It is late when you haven't even tried yet. It is late that you let life go past you. That is when it's late. So people, when you have COVID, I know it's on everybody's mind. Will I live or will I die? It's not for you to decide. It's God decides where you are at and how far He is with you or what else you need to do. If He feels you had your time, then you had your time. Nothing can make Him change that or change His ways. Because He is God above all gods. Always will be. Voila. This is Nadia. I am positive for COVID. Will I live or will I die?